Hello Aries, I am Ulrich, I'm a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do the work, money, business card reading for the sign of Aries for the month of February. I will try to make the reading as short as possible, but of course it's my intention to deliver you a quality product, so it will require some of your time. Also, I want to mention, if you have questions, you can always post them in the comments below, and as soon as I have time, of course, I will answer you. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I thank you for doing so. So Aries, here we go for your financial money business card reading for the month of February. Hello Aries, and welcome to your work, money, business card reading for the month of February. As the first card here on your reading, your portrait, we see the snake. The snake is a card of tact, diplomacy. It means that we cannot share everything around us here. If we want to achieve certain business goals or we want to achieve certain goals in our life, we are asked here to be quiet. It will be in our advantage if we do so, if we apply diplomacy, tact, quietness, waiting till the right moment to speak. This is very important here that we do so. We must really wait with the right time here till we have all information gathered, and then we can strike, then we can move. The snake only moves when it's the right time, when she can catch the prey. You get the picture here. Also, investigating here with the next card, checking things out is very important. These are two very smart cards here. So you need to apply smartness, diplomacy, tact, investigating. If you do business, it's very important to do so if you want to improve. If you implement this, you will advance. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Also, these two cards tells us Aries is a very direct sign. So it goes direct towards to the target. But here we see that we need to adapt, Fox, we need to adapt our strategy. These are strategic cards. So it means possibly you cannot go directly to your target, to what you want to reach. If we have worked out a certain business plan, mostly in business we do so, and if we work out a business plan, we probably cannot go directly. We need to take the indirect route, and it will be beneficial if we do so. So we need to be aware that if we made a plan, we might need to adjust our plan as we are going here. If you receive certain material information, it's crucial that you implement that in your business. It will come to you and you will implement this in your business, or you should. This is very important here, but this is very positive in a strategic way. Then we have the snake and the dog here. Here we see that if we have certain friends, this could be friends, competitors, we need to be careful here what we are saying. Also on the work front, we need to be careful here what we are saying, what we are sharing with colleagues, because things could not be quite as they seem. This, in general, it points to a frenemy. I don't want to generalize, but this points to certain colleagues that could be acting like friends, but are not. So, as I said, frenemies. Also, if you have friends who are in the same line of business as you, here we are urged not to communicate about business. It's very important to do so. If you have the feeling or the intuition that you should stay away from these people, you should implement it. It's very important for Aries that he follows his intuition. He's the child of the belt, and the child works often on intuition. The truth is often in the mouth of a child. So you should implement this. Trust your feeling, trust your intuition if you think that people around you are untrustworthy. This is what we are seeing here, and probably we will notice this and we will best stay away from them here. This is what we are seeing here. It doesn't mean that you don't desire friendship, you do, but we need to be careful here for manipulative friends, manipulative people who are in the same line as direction here, or they don't share information that actually is ours. So sometimes we need to be diplomatic here. We can communicate, but we should communicate here in a roundabout way. And probably it's best here not to communicate about business at all, because these people, some of your friends could really be dishonest. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. And he could be quite close to you. This is what we are seeing here. It doesn't matter, man or woman, both apply here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Sometimes also, if we work, you could have the feeling that there's a conflict inside you, that especially for an employee, you could have the conflicting feeling that you want to do what you want, and do your own. There is a kind of conflict here. We want to be told what we do and do our own thing. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Sometimes also it points that we implement certain wise counsel. So if we have an advisor close to us, somebody who we trust and who is to be trusted, that we are absolutely sure about this person, somebody independent, not in our friend of circle, we could find here some wise counsel also. This is what we are seeing here, but be careful with friends close to you. Then we have the woman and the stars. This is obviously a woman, but we do a general card reading here. So this applies to you as a man or a woman, but this points to you as a person, us as a supportive person, somebody who helps and also believes in others and in themselves. This is what we are seeing here. There's a kind of hope here among this person, a spirituality here also that we are seeing here. Sometimes also this points to an alpha type, a person who wants to be in charge here. This is what excuse me, what we are seeing here. Sometimes also this points to clairvoyance. We see literally things clear. As I said earlier, you need to trust your feelings because you will have literally clairvoyant moments here. You will literally see sometimes in the future what is coming, and you need to protect yourself. This is what we are seeing here also. This is the other side here. Maybe it's difficult to explain, but you need to trust it when it comes over you. There's also a deep connection with a certain person very close to us. This is what we are seeing here. I want to mention in relationship, this is not a relationship reading, but I want to mention it anyway. If we have the snake in the reading, it means that there is a triangle relationship going on. It means that one of both partners has a relationship out of the relationship. If you're married, whatever it is, if you're engaged, whatever, this points to a third party. The fox points that one of the partners is half-hearted in it. So you need to also balance this out. If you are not aware of this, look around you, investigate, check it out here, because there is something going on here. It doesn't mean we don't feel deeply connected or there is not a very magnetic sexual relationship, because there could be with the snake. So be careful here. It's a difficult exercise here that we are confronted with. Then we have the snake and the birds. We go in the reading now. There could be some jealousy around you. You yourself could be jealous, or somebody is very jealous of you. This is what we are seeing here. Again here, be careful with appearances among you. People are not what they seem. We need to be careful here. Also with talking. Be careful what you put on the internet, because it could be used against you. If you put something on the internet, be aware it's very difficult to get it off. So think before you begin with these things. There could be some malicious gossip here behind your back. Somebody might be plotting something against you. Be aware of that here. And especially be aware of sharing business information, personal information. Be very, very careful here. Know that this is going around here, or can go around here with this combination. Somebody could really have an ill plan against you. Be aware of that. It's possible here. I'm not saying it's gonna apply on everybody, but you are warned here that is one of the possibilities. Anyway, if you feel or you experience that it's really like that, sometimes what the snake does, she turns away and she moves away. If she cannot attack, or she sees that the prey is too big for her, she moves away from it. And this is a wise thing to do here with this combination. Anyway, be careful here for a negative gossip here with this combination, and especially hide your own ambitious agenda and what you want to do. Don't reveal what is your plan here with this combination. Also, probably on the work front, if you have colleagues and you are not sure if they are friend or enemy or both frenemy, here we need to see probably that we need to make compromises. So the way you communicate will need to be very diplomatic. So if it's not your trait, you will need to practice yourself to be diplomatic, because what you say could be used against you. This is what we are seeing. Literally, it's like that here. But there could be some lobbying here, that you lobby for seeing who has what in the basket. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. So if you do business, the same applies. Be careful here what you are doing. Here then the birds and the dog, it tells us here that we are probably communicating a lot with friends. Also, it's communication with siblings. Sometimes also it tells us that we need to be careful what we share with siblings. Be careful, because the same could apply there. Be careful, take your distance, take the big look. It's like a chess game here. You need to play it like a chess player. Be careful for the moment here what you communicate. There could be tensions also with family members and even with colleagues here. So we are urged here to be careful here. The conversations, we need to try to hold them diplomatic and constructive. It will not always be easy. It will be a difficult exercise, but we need to try to. But the less we communicate, the less problems we will come to us. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, there's some nerves here also probably around you. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that that you have a feeling that the loyalties of certain people around you are changing, and it makes you nervous. It makes you stressed. And also, if there is stress about you, gossip about you, it will make you nervous. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. As I said here, this points also to second lovers here that are intertwined in maybe a partner or his life. This is possible here. In another way, in a positive way here, this points that we are singing in the karaoke with other friends, but this is then the light touch. Anyway, it points also that we need to be observative, vigilant here. This is what we are seeing here. Also, there could be a strong urge for sexuality here. This is what we are seeing here. We want to please our partner, or maybe our partner wants to please us, or we want to please each other. It doesn't mean because the relationship is difficult or it's complicated. This is not a positive thing about it. This could be destructive and constructive. So there's an exercise here going on. Anyway, there's also possibility of having some meals, some gatherings here with friends with this possibility here of cards. Then we have the Cid, the fox, and the child. The Cid and the fox here, again, here we see here we need to be very cautious here. The fox is a careful card that somebody is not betraying us. If we make the plan and we see what we are saying, we are less likely to fall victim to someone's dishonesty. So be careful here with this combination. In a way, if there is too much hustle in your work or in your business, it's possible that you cut some things off in your business, you let them go, and the things that are still working, you keep them. On the work front, if you're an employee, this points that you could consider, if there's too much trouble in the work or if there is too much hustle, you could decide to go there. Because here we see that there is a possibility of a new job. Maybe you're already investigating for a new job, but don't communicate about this till you are sure. Till you are actually in your resignation, it's best then to communicate it, but not before, because it could have the reverse effect on you. This is what we are seeing. But it's possible that we terminate our job ourselves here. There are also certain challenges probably that we need to overcome in this new job. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Also, we could be confronted with people who are in it for their own selfishness. They want to advance their self, and they could use you and your innocence as for advancing themselves. Because sometimes Aries, he has an intuition for things, and these people could use your intuition in their advancing themselves. So be careful what you communicate. As I said earlier here, this is what we are seeing here. You could also be confronted with job cuts here, that you cannot work full-time anymore, or some parts of your job are no longer there. So maybe you need to make some adjustments. This is then the other side here with this combination, what we are seeing here. We need to be careful also not to get involved with people who have dishonest intentions to us. You will need to observe. Again here, observing is very important. It doesn't mean that this reading is negative. It's not, but it's all about observation and acting at the right moment. This is very important here with this reading, because there's a lot of positivity here if you act in the right way, if you act in a strategic way. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Some people could really get on the issue for literally cutting your hair off. This is what we are seeing here. They try to approach you in a maybe in a different way. Be careful here with this. Weigh the risks carefully. If you react, this is what we are seeing here. It's important here we defend ourselves and we protect ourselves. We need to be proactive. This is very important here, that we are not coming in a painful situation. This is very, very important here. We need to pull ourselves together and work in advance. Then we have the fox and the child here. If we decide to go in a new job, you are probably innocent in the job. As I said, be careful that you are not taken advantage of here, because there could be somebody here that is trying to manipulate you in their own advantage. Know this is going on. Don't be innocent. Aries sometimes is very trustworthy. They have the innocence of a child. Don't be here. Be smart. Act like the snake. Wait in the grass and strike. This is very important here to do so here. If you start a new job, you need to have a form of self-defense here. This is what we are seeing here. Don't let yourself weaken by others. It's very important. Act distrustful, but you can act in a diplomatic way, but you need to think here streetwise. It's very important here for defending yourself here. This is what, if you have a feeling of distrustfulness, it's probably true. You need to trust your intuition. It's very, very important here, and you need to take care of yourself. Self-care is important here. If you are inexperienced in self-care, you need to apply it. You yourself are important here, because if you're not, others will take advantage. So be smart, be streetwise. Then we have the woman, the bouquet and the stars. The woman and the bouquet here, if this is you as a person, this is the person card. We have the woman here now, but if you are a man, it applies also, because this is a general reading. This points to a kind person, a general person, also graceful. This is what we are seeing here. This is like a gentle woman or a gentleman that we are seeing here. It's possible also that you could experience some flirting around you. Even if you're not looking for it, you could have the feeling and thinking, are these people flirting with me, or what is this? Probably they are. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. There could be like a kind of supporting, helping, flirting. This is what we are seeing here with this combination here. People will help you, but at the same time, it's like they flirt with you. This is what we are seeing here. It could be that you execute a certain charm that you are not aware of, and there's some kind of attraction here. This is what we are seeing, because this is the card of Venus, and Venus is upon you. So it means if we have Venus upon us, we attract charm, we attract flirtation. This is what we are seeing. Also, we attract pleasantness. People like to be in our company. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Anyway, be careful here what we are seeing here. Sometimes this also points that people are jealous of us. We need to be careful here. They could be jealous of our inner beauty, something that is radiant about us. It's something like that. We could be literally pretty, but sometimes also it points to inner beauty. They are attracted to something they cannot explain. This is what we are seeing here. We could be involved also in creative jobs like interior things, interior design here. It depends. Stylish profession, creative profession, because this is the card of creativity, artisticity. So it's close upon you. So you could be involved in jobs like that. This is what we are seeing here. And here we are literally connected to our intuition. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the bouquet and the stars. Here we need to exhibit our creativity. We need to publish our work, but at the right time. As I said, don't forget the first two cards here. They're very important to you. You keep them in mind here. This points to these two cards here. They points to artworks that you probably are creating here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, certain dreams that you have can become reality here. It's possible also that some people reward you with your creativity. Here, this is what we are seeing here. It's like here sometimes we literally receive a star. like a military who receives another star. This is what we are seeing here, like a kind of recognition here that we are receiving here. Also, we could have some appreciation for a mentor, or we are appreciated as a mentor for others because we help others or we are helped by others. This is what we are seeing here. You could also have a very good sense for judgment. Trust your judgment is very important here to do something here, but be careful with who you trust here with this combination. Then we have the snake, the sit, and the person card here. Here we need to see again here, as I confirmed earlier, this is in the now and in the past, because this is the future. Here we see, we go a little bit back now. We need to be careful here, literally not to get bitten by the snake, because this is the knife and this is the snake. So we need to be careful here that we don't get bitten. We should be alert. As I mentioned earlier, this comes back again. There could be jealousy, jealousy because of your ambition, because of your abilities here. Be careful here from people around you. These people could literally go in the job for the kill, and this could have a negative effect on you. So be aware of that here, that not everything is what is appearing is really what we are seeing here. We need to see it with different eyes. We need to penetrate through the others and trust your feeling. Very important here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, it points also to a very strong focus on the job here. The snake can be very focused on her prey, so on the job here. But if you are smart, strategic, and streetwise, they will not be able to touch you. So here it's very, you are a chess player here. Be careful here and be the chess player. If you play it smart, it might be very difficult for them to touch you, but you need to play it smart. But also be aware that you could attract not only beauty and creativity, but sometimes also we attract assertiveness, or in some cases aggressiveness. So be aware that, be diplomatic. If people are assertive or even aggressive to you, be diplomatic, be tactful. Even if you're on the edge, if you feel that you go on the tip of your toes, be diplomatic if you can. It will be rewarding. I know it's not easy, but you should. If you can, you should. Anyway, then we have the sit and the person card here. Something suddenly pops up in you, for you, a sudden event here. But in a way, you already felt it coming, but it suddenly pops up. It suddenly is there. And it could be like somebody pops back in your life, like an ex-partner, but they are not necessarily there with good intentions. It could be an ex-partner, but it's somebody we actually should move away from. So be very careful if you interact with an ex-partner. It's very careful. Be careful here, because this person could have different intentions that you think they have. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also, if we communicate with this person that suddenly reappears in our life, if we want to get rid of them, the best way to approach him is with a sharp, diplomatic lawyer approach. So prepare yourself like a lawyer who goes into trial. This is what we see here also. This is the best way here to approach it. You need to have efficient, cutting communication. Very important here, what we see here. If not, you could end up in the second row. So you need to see that you are prepared for this communication. If you communicate in the right way, you are the one doing the cleanup. If you're not prepared, others could clean up you. So be aware of this. It can balance both ways here because the snake is flexible. Then we have the birds, the fox, and the bouquet there. The birds and the fox here, could be confronted, as I said earlier, with lies. Some people could literally withhold information for us. So we need to dig deep. See, we have all the facts. Material information is important here. We need to remain alert, focused, because we are in a tricky situation, not necessarily negative, but tricky. Here, there are some sly people around us here. And you could have the feeling, can I not trust anyone here? There are, but few. So be careful, be selective here, especially in business here. And also this is very strong for negotiation. If you want to get some business contracts, don't give up, negotiate. If it don't work from the first time, the snake has patience. If the negotiations don't go well, extend it. Say it maybe next time. But keep the conversation open. Don't close. The time for closing is another time. They might try to test you. So wait it out. Wait it out. Here, it's very important that we negotiate. And if we negotiate in a smart, investigative, material, if we have implement all the information, we will come out on top because you have the smart cards here. So this is what we are seeing here. Also, there are job interviews possible here. If you want to change work for an employee, there are job interviews possible. The same applies on job interviews. You could be put in a tricky situation and they test you. So you need to see you are prepared. Don't go in there like an innocent child. See you are prepared. Prepare yourself as good as possible for certain interviews. If you do, you will come out as a winner. This is what we are seeing here. But calmness and diplomacy in job interviews, in negotiations are very important here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, we see here also that the person dresses themselves up nicely. You smell nice. You put up some nice perfumes, not too dominant here. If we do an interview here, this is what we are seeing. It's like we are balancing out very well. If we go to the interview, we don't use like really dominating sense. We use something mild here. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. There's a lot of communication here with the job here. The job could come through social media. This is what we are seeing here, but we are urged here to be to stay alert here, the top of our toes. It's very important here. We will be watchful. Sometimes we will be overly watchful. This is what we are seeing here. We should center on ourselves. It's very important to do so, as I said earlier. If you strike at the right moment, you will get the contract exactly the way you want, but you need to wait. You need to wait till it's the right time. You need to act like a snake. I always repeat it. It's very important, the first card here. Also, the people are attracted to the way you speak, to your voice, your tone of voice, the intonation. It's a very, very important factor here also for hiring you. Maybe the job is somehow connected to that, but the voice here is very important here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. The job that you are doing, creative or not, independent or not, could be, it's like an intelligence job. It could be advanced before its time. You could be in jobs like that. It's like, here we are, I'm giving an example. It's like we are inventing textiles, I say something, that are long before their time. It's just an example that we are seeing here. It's like something futuristic here that is not yet there. That's why it's very important that we keep quiet. Sometimes we could invent something or we create something without our knowledge that actually is already for the future. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes we can create things that are advanced as time, and of course we need to have the full advantages of here. That's why the self-centering here is very important here. Also, don't be too good financially to others. Sometimes it gives is also this combination that we are financially very good-hearted, so be careful also with this combination of cards here. For some people, it could mean an investigating profession, also like police. They are in criminal investigations. They are discovering something. They're checking things out. This is possible also, and you could use a different approach, an approach that is nobody familiar with, and that is only to you. It's intuition here that we are seeing here with this combination. Then what we see here more. we cannot force also, don't force. It's important also not to force. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also it's possible that we are confronted with forgeries. Be careful with forgeries also. If you do some paperwork or something, double check the fine print here, because this is possible also. Anyway, this is the right time for action if you are prepared. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Then we have the fox and the bouquet. The fox and the bouquet here. You could be confronted in the job or in your work or in your business with flattery. You could have the feeling: are these people here for business? Are they flattering, or are they both for this here? You could have this feeling here because you have Venus here, and you could have the feeling that people are flattering with you in your business or on your work. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Maybe they have insincere intentions. So be careful also with this one here. They might try to charm you out of self-interest. So if you have a profession that is very creative, keep the things for you. As I said earlier here, that you are not copied, that your work is not copied, that nobody has access to your work. It's very important here, because there could be some pretenses here. This is what we are seeing here. False friendliness here also with this. It's like a chess game, as I said earlier. It always comes back here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible, as I said also earlier, that some persons here, they see you, they are jealous here about your inner beauty. You could be very pretty yourself, but it's more like they are jealous of something inside you. The inner radiation here, there's a jealousy about that. They are jealous about the things that you create here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, this points also to a lot of smartness, streetwise smartness, as I say earlier here, also with this combination. Also, we will be, if we see that people are assertive and they approach us in an assertive way here, we see again here, we will act friendly because we feel it. This is a friendliness here as self-defense. You will feel it coming here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we come in the third line, the dog, the child, and the stars. The dog and the child here, this points to new friendships that are coming into here. It's possible that a childhood friend, somebody who you didn't see for many years, suddenly pops up in your life again. And there is still, the connection is there from before. It's like it's meant to be. And you're very happy that this friendship is coming back here. And probably you will reconnect with this person and immediately you're back on the same level. It's still there, the acquaintance here as you had as a child here. This is what we are still. There's still here a kind of integrity here with this friend here, and you immediately are directly on the right track again. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that as you talk to this person, you can see that this person needs some kind of guidance. You need to help them in a way, and then you do for the sake of childhood. But the connection is good here that we are seeing here. It's possible also that some new friends come in our life and they are younger. They are younger, not necessarily inexperienced, but maybe younger age. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. But we could lead some people, helping people in certain ways here. For certain things in your life, it's also possible that you need to ask for permission. Maybe you need to use something or implement something, and permission is required. So see, if permissions are required, ask for permission first, for permits or whatever it is. Don't forget to ask for permission. It could be important here that you do so. Anyway, we see here also that we need to act again in our self-interest. Again, here we see the same here. We are very helpful here towards colleagues also, or towards our customers. This is what we are seeing here. Also, some things in your life we'll need to let go of. We are open to new experience here. It's possible also with this combination that you have trust problems, because you have a lot of people here who are untrustworthy. And here we need to see, especially if these are new friends, we cannot act too untrustworthy. So we cannot cut them off before it starts, because there are a lot of complications here, but you cannot implement them here. It's a difficult balance, I know, but this is what is here. So we cannot cut off certain people. Also, we cannot stop a relationship before it began. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Sometimes also, if we are very traditional as a person, we use a certain brand for whatever reason for a very long time. Here we see that we try out new brands for certain reasons. Then we have the Child and the Stars, wishes come true here, job offers, also positive job offers coming to us, positive business offers coming to us if we balance them well out here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. We have hopes, also more hope. Then we have the snake, the fox and the stars, the snakes and the fox here. Again, here we need to think about ourselves. It always comes back here. You are in the central. It's very important here. Don't feel selfish because you are not, if you are a generous person or a heartful person, it's very important here with this reading that you think about yourself first. Don't walk in a trap. Don't walk in a trap. Be smart here. This is very important, that think about yourself first and manipulate the situation in your advantage. It might be selfish, come over what I'm saying, but you need to do it here. Sometimes we need to do it. We need to implement this at certain points in our life here, because else we could become in a situation that is not positive. So be careful here. If you feel selfish, so be it. Anyway, there could be some perfidiously things around us here. Be careful here with this combination, as I mentioned earlier here, that we don't become the victim of some predators here, as we say here. Anyway, we need to be careful with sneakiness around us from people here, people who have different goals than ours in their own self-interest. Then we have the fox and the stars here. This is a very positive combination for work, for creativity that we are seeing here. If you do, this is very good for excellent planning, these two cards. So if you plan well, as I said here, you operate with intelligence, with stealth, with smartness, you act in the right way. This is all gonna balance out very positive. But it's a difficult exercise. We are here like on a chessboard, literally. This is a chessboard. But this is the way I see it here. But this points to a person who is advanced before its time, do creations before its time, has inventive ideas for the future. Sometimes Aries is in advance, sometimes before its time. Sometimes people are not ready for it yet. So this is what we see here also with this combination. So don't give away what is yours. If you are busy with inventing some things and it's not the right time, keep them for yourself. Don't let your hair be cut off because it's yours. It's yours. Keep it for you. And if it's the right time, you need to strike. Because sometimes if we invent something, we are not alone. For instance, I give an example. When the telephone was invented, it was invented by three persons at the same time, approximately in the same period. So you're never alone. You need to strike at the right moment. This is very important here that we do. So then we have the dog and the fox here. Here again, we see the frenemies here with us. We already mentioned this here. I just see if I can add here, something more. People act in their self-interest. I already told you that. And then we have the fox and the woman here. We will need to put on some masks sometimes, appear as we not are. We need to go in stealth mode sometimes here. This is what we are seeing here. Be careful also that you are not confronted with false documents, false paperwork. Double check all paperwork that is coming to you. This is be wise with paperwork also. It's very important to do so here. This is what we are doing, because we could be confronted with false documents also. I didn't mention that before. So Aries, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If you want more specific financial card readings, there are also psychological, philosophical card readings on my channel, and we do also spiritual psychological card readings. You can all find them on my channel. It's a different angle. It will require some of your time, but we never know too much. Anyway, Aries, thank you for your time, and we see each other next time. Thank you, and bye-bye for now. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for doing so.